The TBI now has identified a homicide victim killed more than 30 years ago who may be a victim of what's called the Redhead Killer. On April 14, 1985, someone found the body of a young woman along Interstate 81 in Greene County. Investigators submitted a sample of the remains of that victim to a Center for Human Identification in 2006, and this week the TBI confirmed they found a match. The victim is 17-year-old Elizabeth Lamott. She disappeared from New Hampshire in November of 1984. If you have any knowledge about this woman or the people that she maybe have been with before she died, the TBI does want to hear from you.
A severe